Reverend Maurice Muhatia Makumba, the Archbishop of Kisumu Metropolitan See, and will be brought to you live on Capuchin TV and streamed across all our social media handles. Come, people of God, come, sons and daughters of faith. Let us lift our hearts in thanksgiving as we celebrate the past, embrace the present, and step boldly into a future renewed in spirit. Follow, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and social media pages to be part of this momentous celebration. Archdiocese of Kisumu, 100 years of existence, a new heart, a new spirit for the glory of God. Don't miss it. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel.
Capuchin TV.
Tumetoka mbali, bado tuko mbali, na tunaenda wapi? Mbali.
Endelea kutazama Capuchin TV, huduma Katoliki ya uinjilishaji.
Hujambo mpenzi mtazamaji na karibu kwa taarifa zetu za habari. Mwenzangu wa lugha ya ishara ni Sami Wainaina, jina langu ni Alan Ndiva. Mwanzo kabisa tuanze na muhtasari wa habari. Nitakujuza zaidi kuhusu ujumbe wa Baba Mtakatifu kwa waumini kote duniani.
Brothers and sisters, in our catechesis on the Jubilee theme of Jesus Christ our hope, today we continue our reflection on the resurrection. As we heard,
kisha huku siku ya mazingira inapokaribia, mama wa taifa wahimiza wanafunzi kupanda miti.
I'm reminded of Wangare Maathai's timeless wisdom. It's the little things citizens do. That's what will make the difference. My little thing is planting trees. Through Flama, we are nurturing millions of little things. Each act of care.
Kenya yazidisha vita dhidi ya ugonjwa wa saratani.
And the essence is really to build that capacity and capability. Because when you look at non-communicable disease such as cancer, it's become really a monster, so to speak. This can
kuhusiana na kudorora kwa bei ya majani chai hapa nchini. Je, kuna nini? Taarifa ya habari Jumatano saa 1 jioni. Na mtazamaji, kumbuka kwamba leo ikiwa ni siku ya Jumatano, chungu cha mdahalo pamoja nasi na wageni hapa tukizamia swala la nafasi ya wanawake katika masuala ya uongozi. Taarifa zetu za habari zinaanzia Vatican. Katika hadhira yake ya kila juma hii leo, Baba Mtakatifu Papa Leo wa 14 amewashauri waumini kuvumilia magumu na majaribu ambayo wanayapitia kila siku na kumtumainia Mungu. Aidha, Papa Leo wa 14 amewasihi waumini kuwa na furaha na upendo wa Mungu. Irene Ndunge anafungulia taarifa hiyo.
Ufufuo wa Yesu, alisema Papa, unatufundisha kwamba hakuna maisha ya mtu ambayo yamechafuliwa mno na kukatishwa tamaa au dhambi kiasi kwamba hayawezi kutembelewa na tumaini, kwamba hakuna anguko lisiloweza kusahihishwa, hakuna usiku wa milele na hakuna jeraha lisilokusudiwa kubaki wazi milele. Haijalishi ni kiwango gani tunahisi tuko mbali, tumechanganyikiwa au hatustahili, hakuna umbali unaoweza kuzima nguvu isiyoshindwa ya upendo wa Mungu.
Brothers and sisters, in our catechesis on the Jubilee theme of Jesus Christ our hope, today we continue our reflection on the resurrection. As we heard in the gospel reading, the disappointment of the disciples after the passion of the Lord had blinded them to the joy of the resurrection. Jesus, rather than dazzling them with his glorious splendor, chose to appear to them with great humility, patiently teaching them that his death was the mysterious path by which he redeemed us and manifested his love for us.
Papa Leo alisisitiza kwamba ni hasa katika nyakati zetu za giza kabisa ndipo Yesu hutujia, akituomba tumruhusu akae nasi na kutuliza mioyo yetu. Basi tuombe neema ya kutambua uwepo wake wa unyenyekevu na upole, alisema Papa, si kwa kudai maisha yasiyo na majaribu, kwamba kila huzuni ikikaa ndani ya upendo inaweza kuwa mahali pa ushirika.
However disappointed, unworthy or lost we may feel, no matter how deep our pain, the Lord wishes to accompany us on our path and teach us to discover the salvific meaning of our own suffering. Let us ask the Lord for the grace to recognize his humble presence and to accept life's trials with joy as we await his coming in glory.
Nikiripotia runinga ya Capuchin Mtazamo Katoliki, mimi ni Irene Ndunge.
Na siku ya mazingira ya kitaifa inatarajiwa kuadhimishwa siku ya Ijumaa, siku ya Ijumaa tarehe 10 Oktoba. Waziri wa mazingira nchini Daktari Dibora Baraza Mlongo katika kikao na wanahabari leo hii ametangaza utaratibu wa jinsi siku hiyo itakapoadhimishwa. Maadhimisho ya siku ya mazingira mwaka huu yanatarajiwa kufanyika katika kaunti ya Trans Nzoia. Kumbuka ya kuwa siku hiyo iliidhinishwa rasmi na Rais wa Taifa Daktari William Ruto tarehe 10 Aprili mwaka 2024 kama siku kuu ya mazingira. Zaidi kuhusu taarifa hiyo tutapata kwenye Mtazamo Katoliki saa 1 jioni na mwanahabari wetu Arabe Bonaya.
Mazingira Day is not just about one fruit tree. It's about feeding tens and hundreds of children in school. It's about improving livelihoods of the community, about the women and the youth.
Waziri akitaja hafla ya siku ya mazingira inaongozwa na kauli mbiu turudi premo, tukadhibiti mazingira kwa kupanda miti ya matunda na kusafisha mazingira. Amesema kwamba adhimisho hayo ni zaidi ya upanzi wa miti, bali ni kukuza utamaduni wa kutoa na kuridisha kwa jamii.
This year our celebration will be held under the theme Citizen-centric tree growing and environmental stewardship. It is a call to action for every Kenyan, young and old, to take personal responsibility for restoring our environment. It's about more than planting trees. It's about growing a culture of care, giving back to our communities, and reconnecting with our roots. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's campaign is anchored on a very simple yet powerful idea: turudi primo, tukadonate fruit trees, na tuka clean environment. We are inviting every Kenyan to go back to their former primary school, to donate and plant a fruit tree, and to clean and green the school environment. Each school is expected to plant at least 2,000 fruit trees, while learners will receive seedlings to take home to plant the fruit trees at home. And this will extend impact into the community and improve livelihoods. To make this possible, the National Youth Service will have fruit tree seedlings available across the country at a cost of 150 Kenya shillings each.
Akifafanua lengo kuu la maudhui ya mwaka huu, waziri ameelezea umuhimu wa miti ya matunda katika maisha ya kila siku ya binadamu.
This leadership model is about setting the pace, showing that giving back begins at home. So why fruit trees? The choice of fruit trees this year is intentional. The fruit trees are life-giving. They feed, they shade, and they sustain. They provide nourishment for our children, income for schools and families, women and the youth, and they provide shade that cools our classrooms and improves learning environments. They also represent unity and continuity. The idea that the trees we plant today will feed and sustain others long after we are gone.
Aidha, amesisitiza kuwa siku ya mazingira si tukio la siku moja pekee, bali ni jukwaa la kuchochea hatua endelevu za wananchi, inayohusishwa na vipaumbele vikuu vya kitaifa chini ya ajenda ya mageuzi ya kiuchumi au kipenda bottom up economic transformation agenda, ikilenga ajira za kijani, uchumi mzunguko na ustamilivu wa tabia nchi.
Mazingira Day is more than a one-day event. It is a launchpad for sustained citizen action. It connects to broader national priorities under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, focusing on green jobs, circular economy, and climate resilience. It also complements other initiatives such as World Cleanup Day, Chiefs Climate Action Day, and our school-based climate education. Our goal is to take environmental stewardship a way of life, not a seasonal activity.
Tangu kuzinduliwa kwa mpango wa kupanda miti bilioni 15 mwezi Disemba mwaka 2022, Kenya imepanda zaidi ya miti bilioni 1.6. Siku kuu ya mazingira ya kitaifa ilizinduliwa rasmi mwaka 2024 na Rais William Ruto, huku maadhimisho ya kwanza yakifanyika tarehe 10 mwezi Oktoba mwaka huu. Kama njia ya kufanikisha siku hii, wito umetolewa kwa Kenya wote kutekeleza kauli ya mwaka huu: turudi primo, tupande miti, tushirikiane na huduma ya msitu ya Kenya, kupanda miti kwa ajili ya kizazi cha kisasa na kijacho. Kiripotia Mtazamo Katoliki, jina langu ni Arbe Bonaya.
Kazi safi sana. Arbe Bonaya alihudhuria mchana na kutuandalia taarifa hiyo. Tukizidi na taarifa zetu, wanafunzi wa chuo kikuu cha Pwani mjini Kilifi wametoa makataa ya masaa 48 kwa serikali kuu kuwalipa wahadhiri wa vyuo vikuu nchini, la sivyo waandamane. Wakizungumza na wanahabari mjini Kilifi, wanafunzi hao wamewataka wanafunzi wengine katika vyuo vingine humu nchini kuwaunga mkono na kuandaa maandamano ili kushinikiza serikali kuwalipa wahadhiri wa vyuo vikuu nchini. Aidha, wanafunzi hao wameongeza kuwa mgomo huo ambao umeingia wiki ya 3 kufikia sasa umewaathiri mno, ikizingatia kuwa wazazi wao wamelipia karo lakini wanaendelea kukosa masomo, huku wakielezea wasiwasi wa kulenda wa kalenda ya masomo kuathiri pakubwa iwapo mzozo uliopo baina ya serikali na wahadhiri hautapata suluhisho la kudumu.
It is either now or never. It is either now or never. My name, I'm Moja Valentine, student leader at Kwani University. We want to give an ultimatum to one CS Ogamba that failure to pay the lecturers within an ultimatum of 48 hours. We are going to shut down the streets and we are going to shut down and we will not care. And for this, I want to call all the student leaders across the country to join us in this communist power.
This strike has interrupted our learning education, and mostly for girls. Unajipata kwamba some of the girls hapa usisi ni comrades, you don't have parents here. Some of the girls, they end up kwa wanaume wao. Maybe this can lead to early pregnancies because what we do is just eating, sleeping and going to the beach.
Kama wanafunzi, hii strike imetuaffect sana sababu saa hii wanafunzi kama first years hawaja join na wamejoin but hawaja attend classes kwa sababu lecturers wako strike na fee tumelipa. Sasa wazazi wetu wanalipa fee lakini government haitaki kulipa salary. Sasa sisi kama wanafunzi sasa tunataka kujoin the lecturers ili government ilipe fee ya salary ya walimu.
I want to talk to the government. They are disguising us as students, seeing us as minority. They don't want to pay the dons, who are very important pillars in our country. I want to tell the government to pay the dons, and then we students will get back to classes with immediate effect. Comrades, power. If they joke with us, we shall meet in the realms of politics, and we shall show them that we are not minority in this country. Comrades,
as the first years, we have been affected. Since from class 8, we are affected by corona. From 4, we are affected by floods. But this one can be managed by the government. Comrades, power! Comrades, viva! Therefore, I'm calling upon President William Ruto, together with the CS Ogamba, to meditate upon themselves so that this matter can be resolved. Comrades, power! As freshmen, we're expecting a lot from the university, and we have been denied this because of don't strike. Comrades, power! Comrades, Chalala!
Wanafunzi wamewaka moto kweli kweli. Tukizidi na taarifa zetu za habari. Kenya inaendelea kukabiliana na ongezeko kubwa la visa vya saratani, zaidi ya maambukizi mapya 45,000 na vifo zaidi ya 30,000 vikirekodiwa kila mwaka. Wataalamu wa afya sasa wanatoa wito na hatua za haraka zenye utaratibu mzuri kuchukuliwa ili kudhibiti mzigo unaoongezeka wa ugonjwa huo saratani na kuboresha maisha ya wagonjwa. Lilian Kimanthi ametuandalia ripoti ya mtazamaji.
Wataalamu kutoka maeneo mbalimbali ya ukanda huu walielezea wasiwasi wao kuhusu ukosefu wa miundombinu ya kutosha ya huduma za saratani, uhaba wa mafunzo ya kitaalamu na ufadhili usiotosha.
And the essence is really to build that capacity and capability. Because when you look at non-communicable disease such as cancer, it's become really a monster, so to speak. In this country alone, we have over 43,000 cases with almost 30,000 deaths as a result of cancer. And breast cancer is not just a disease that affects women, but it also goes beyond looking at societal issues, having huge impact in the livelihoods as well.
Cancer management through radiation therapy, nuclear medicine and radiology in countries across the world. Kenya helped pave the way in terms of strengthening radiation therapy first, and our agency synergistically helped procure and install several linear accelerators for radiation therapy treatment. And Kenya stepped up to the plate and volunteered to be a host of this regional course for 13 African member states to strengthen breast cancer imaging.
Aidha, walitoa wito wa kuanzishwa kwa vituo zaidi vya matibabu na utafiti wa saratani.
We have been able to train most of our staff, and especially in areas of molecular diagnosis, areas of nuclear medicine. We were the first hospital in this region to have a cyber knife. We have a LINAC machine. We have quite a number of equipments, advanced equipment in this area, and most of our people have been trained.
Nikiripotia runinga ya Capuchin, Mtazamo Katoliki, langu jina ni Lilian Kimanthi.
Wa taifa Rael Ruto amewataka wanafunzi kote nchini kutumia vyema msimu wa mvua, kupanda miti na kurejesha mazingira kama sehemu ya juhudi za kukabiliana na athari ya mabadiliko ya tabia ya nchi. Ametoa wito kwa wanafunzi kupanda miti na miti ya matunda majumbani mwao, mashuleni na katika taasisi mbalimbali ili kusaidia kurekebisha athari za uharibifu wa mazingira. Bi Ruto alikuwa akizungumza katika ikulu ya Nakuru wakati wa tuzo za mazingira za mama wa taifa FLAMA mwaka 2025.
I'm reminded of Wangari Maathai's timeless wisdom. It's the little things citizens do. That's what will make the difference. My little thing is planting trees. Through FLAMA, we are nurturing millions of little things. Each act of care, each innovation, each tree planted, building into something extraordinary for our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, teaching has shown me that one lesson, one moment of inspiration can change the course of a child's life. Through the competency-based education, our children are learning to express creativity, solve real-world problems, and take leadership not in the future, but now. FLAMA bridges this learning with action, reinforcing environmental education, innovation, and community service in ways that make learning come alive. FLAMA is part of a bigger story unfolding in our nation. Under the leadership of President William Ruto, Kenya has made a bold choice to place climate action at the very heart of our national development. Through the National Tree Growing Restoration Campaign, our country has already planted about 783 million trees toward the ambitious goal of 15 billion by 2032.
Wabunge kutoka eneo la magharibi mwa bonde la Ufa linalojulikana kwa kilimo cha chai wamelani vikali shirika la maendeleo ya chai nchini KTDA, wakilituhumu kwa usimamizi mbovu, ufisadi na unyonyaji unaokumba zaidi ya wakulima wadogo 1700 wa zao hilo. Mwanahabari wetu Geoffrey Omare ametuandalia taarifa hiyo kwa kina.
Katika kikao na wanahabari katika majengo ya bunge, wakiongozwa na mbunge wa Konoini Brighton Yegon, walisema kuwa licha ya chai kuwa zao la pili na kuingizia nchi fedha za kigeni, ambapo mauzo yake mwaka jana yalifikia shilingi bilioni 215, wakulima wa magharibi mwa bonde la Ufa wanaozalisha asilimia 68 ya chai yote nchini wanaendelea kupata bei duni ikilinganishwa na wenzao wa upande wa mashariki.
Our farmers who form the backbone of Kenya tea economy have been shortchanged yet again. Despite their relentless effort in producing the world-best tea, the 2025 second payment, popularly known as the bonus prices, released are the lowest in the recent history. We cannot remain silent as our people suffer economic despair while a few individuals enrich themselves through opaque systems. In Kenya, tea is the second foreign income earner. Last year alone, tea exports was worth 215 billion. That makes the 68% of national tea production is from west of Rift, while 32% is from east of Rift. However, tea prices from the west of Rift are dismal and worth concern.
Mbunge wa Nandi Hills Bernard Kitur naye alitilia shaka mbinu zinazotumika kupima ubora wa chai, akidai kuwa kipimo cha ladha hakifai kwani kinapendelea chai kutoka maeneo mengine na kudhalilisha bidhaa ya magharibi licha ya kuwa ndiyo uzalisha chapa bora kama Lipton.
In my constituency, about 65% of the constituency is purely tea farm. So we are deeply affected by the events and what is happening at KTDA. It is sad that, as read earlier, 68% of all the tea production actually comes from the West. And we are the ones that are suffering the economic injustice of magnanimous levels. It is interesting that some of the big tea farms in my constituency produce some of the best tea. When you travel across the globe, you find Lipton tea.
Mbunge mwakilishi wa wanawake kaunti ya Kisii Doris Habari alimaarufu Donya Toto alimtaka waziri wa kilimo Mutahi Kagwe kujiuzulu, akisema hakuna hatua yoyote ya maana aliyoichukua ili kuboresha sekta hiyo.
Waziri wa kilimo anafaa kuresign kwa sababu ameua wakulima wote wa chai. Hii hata si kitu tuchukue signatures kama wajumbe tumtoe ofisini. Yeye mwenyewe anafaa kujitoa kwa sababu ameshindwa kazi. Enda kwa supermarket, enda Canada, enda US, best tea qualities from Kericho. Translate that to the poor bonus wakulima wa Kericho wanapata. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense.
Nao mbunge mwakilishi wa wanawake wa Nandi, Cynthia Muge, alilaumu KTDA kwa kushindwa kusimamia vyema sekta ya chai licha ya serikali kuipatia fedha za kutosha. Alisema wabunge hawatasubiri kupitishwa kwa mswada wa chai bungeni, bali wanataka mageuzi ya haraka.
The reason why we have these drops across the country, whether east or west, is because of the inefficiencies at KTDA, inefficiencies in production, inefficiencies in processing, and most importantly, the inefficiencies in marketing. We want to say that the buck stops at KTDA, and the Kenya Kwanza administration has made a lot of effort. It has allocated money through parliament that was supposed to help reduce the processing cost, but it has not gotten there because of the incompetence of the people that are sitting at KTDA. We are here today as the leaders to call out KTDA, and if they are not going to put their act together, they are surely not going to let this administration down. And most importantly, they cannot continue to make the farmers in Nandi suffer from receiving very little money from their produce that they have invested a lot of money in.
Ni taarifa inayofuatiliwa kwa karibu, huku pressure ikiongezeka kwa KTDA na Wizara ya Kilimo kuchukua hatua za haraka. Nikiripotia runinga ya Capuchin Mtazamo Katoliki, jina langu ni Geoffrey Omare.
Naam, karibu kwenye taarifa zetu za michezo. Wakati mwendeshaji baiskeli mwenye uziwi wa Kenya, Brenda Bwire, atakaposimama kwenye mstari wa kwanza mashindano mjini Tokyo, Japan, kwa ajili ya Delphi Olympics za majira ya joto za 25 zitakazofanyika kuanzia Novemba 15 hadi 26, hatakuwa tu akiandika historia binafsi, bali pia ataweka alama muhimu kwa taifa zima la Kenya.
Bwire mwenye umri wa miaka 33 ataiwakilisha Kenya katika mchezo wa kuendesha baiskeli kwenye mashindano hayo ya michezo mingi yanayofanyika kila baada ya miaka 4, sambamba na Simon Njoroge ambaye pia ana miaka 33. Hii itakuwa mara ya kwanza Kenya kushiriki katika mchezo wa kuendesha baiskeli kwenye Deaf Olympics. Bwire alisema kuwa miongoni mwa Wakenya wawili wa kwanza kushiriki katika michezo hiyo ni heshima kubwa kwake.
Today I was very motivated to come today, but there was a lot of challenges, but I came in first. I came prepared as we are training, getting ready to go for camp, to go represent the country in Japan. I am very ready. I'm very ready for the race in Japan. When I came in first, I've always trained and I'm continuing to train. We are going into camp to train for the Deaf Olympics. I'll continue to train until when we go to Japan. And I'm hoping when I get there, I'll win at the Deaf Olympics. I'll continue to work hard to achieve that and make my country proud. Right now, being it's the first time that we are going to Japan, I feel like we don't have a lot of experience for people who've gone outside to represent our country, and we hope that there will be more people who will be included in the championships to go.
Nimefurahi sana kupata nafasi hii na lengo langu ni kushinda medali na kulitangaza taifa letu kwa fahari, aliongeza. Akiwa amejawa na morali baada ya ushindi huo wa Jumapili, Bwire alisema yuko fiti na tayari kwa pambano la Deaf Olympics litakalofanyika Tokyo. Nikiripotia Mtazamo Katoliki, jina langu ni Onuso Yvonne.
Naye kocha mkuu wa timu ya taifa Harambee Stars Beni Makathi ameteua kikosi cha wachezaji 24 ambacho kinatarajiwa kukabiliana na timu ya Burundi siku ya Alhamisi tarehe 9 Oktoba, ikiwa ni marudiano. Harambee Stars walitoka sare ya 1-1 hapa jijini Nairobi. Tunachukua mapumziko mafupi kisha tarejea kwa awamu ya pili na wageni wetu kwenye chungu cha mdahalo. Usiende mbali.
Get ready for a holiday full of non-stop adventures with StarTimes. Recharge your subscription for 2 months and get upgraded to the next bouquet.
What do you say to that?
Laugh out loud with Bluey on CBeebies. Battle alongside Armor Hero Hunter on ST Tunes. Team up with the Teen Titans on Toonami. Fly high with Super Wings on ST Kids Plus. Power up with the Powerpuff Girls on Boing. Zoom out with Robocar Polly on Jim Jam. Discover fairy tale magic at Regal Academy on Da Vinci Kids. Recharge your subscription for 2 months and get upgraded to the next bouquet. This holiday, adventure begins at home. Download StarTimes on app to watch your favorite shows anywhere. StarTimes. Enjoy digital life.
At Mater Hospital, we put your heart at the center of everything we do. Our cardiac program is one of the most elaborate in the region, offering services for both children and adults. The specialist heart clinic is fully equipped to diagnose and treat a variety of cardiovascular and heart diseases.
We have specialized tests like echocardiogram, diagnostic catheterization. We also have support of the radiology department. We're able to do CT scans of the heart and of the lungs, and pulmonary arteries, and all these help us come to get a diagnosis.
Our cardiology unit combines expert care with the latest technology to detect, treat, and prevent heart disease.
Will remain true that indeed the patient matters to Mater Hospital.
Mater Misericordia Hospital. Excellence in care every step of the way.
My dear brothers and sisters, friends and all people of goodwill, peace be with you all. My name is Father Arnold Ishirema. I am the superior of the Capuchin brothers in Kenya. On 11th October 2025, the Capuchin brothers will have Family Day celebration and annual fundraising. The fundraising is aimed at raising funds to support the construction of Capuchin TV headquarters in Karen. You are cordially invited to celebrate with us and support us financially. The Holy Mass will begin at 10 a.m., followed by the fundraising. You can send your financial support to our Mpesa Paybill number 7062124. Account's name, put your name. May God bless you all and all your families. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Like, share, follow and subscribe to Capuchin TV channels. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity channel.
Karibu kwa awamu ya pili. Kumbuka ya kwamba awamu ya pili ni awamu ya mdahalo, na ndani ya chumba ninao wageni wawili ambao bila kupoteza wakati nitawapa nafasi watutambulishe wao ni nani. Tuanze nawe mama.
Okay. Asante sana. My name is Dr. Joy Babu. I'm the founder of J.K. Babu Advocates, which is a law firm that was established in 1990. And then I'm also the founder of Amani Communities Africa, which is a peace organization that I founded in 2001. Yeah. So I'm a lawyer.
Oh, thank you.
And a peace practitioner.
And welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, what about you?
Thank you very much for having me. Yes. My name is Natasha Mbogori. I am a lawyer and also a peace practitioner. I recently joined Amani Communities Africa under the Dispute Resolution Center.
And welcome.
Thank you.
For past centuries, the position of an African woman has been undermined. Talking about inheritance, early and forced marriage, where do this place an African woman in this modern century?
Thank you very much, Alan, for that question. I'm not sure that this is a problem that has gone on for centuries. Yes. I would say it's maybe a more recent development, because as far as I know, the African woman in the African traditional society had rights. The land was not divided that time. Property belonged to the clan, it belonged to the larger family, and so the woman would be quite protected by that time. The problem began with colonialization and the setting up of laws that divided land into individual portions and property as well, and therefore at that time is when land started being owned by people, and automatically it started being owned by men, because we are in patriarchal societies, and men were owning land in trust for the women and children. But when that trust is lost, that is where the woman loses. And that's a situation we find ourselves in situations where a man maybe has gone the wrong way and misused the trust that has been given to him to manage land and property on behalf of the family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, according to the law, what do you do about, because we have got some of the women who are not aware in terms of the law, what do you do to educate them?
That's a very good question, because that's precisely why I founded Amani Communities Africa. In my practice as a lawyer, I was doing litigation law. For many years, I was in the courts. And what I found is that a lot of women did not know their law. And they only came in late in the day when they've already been disinherited. And then the cases will go on and on and on in the courts for 5 years, 10 years, and they are suffering. So I thought I'd step out into the community and start educating them about their laws so that they can understand that they have rights and also understand how they can claim those rights, protect those rights, defend them in good time to avoid going to the courts. So all is not lost. Many of us lawyers are out there in the community now doing a lot of education and advocacy work so that the less women have to go to the courts to claim their rights, because that is where all the damage happens, because we have an adversarial court system which is a win-win. But when we go out there and teach women how to claim their rights and teach them how to communicate, how to negotiate, how to mediate for their rights, then they have better chances of gaining what belongs to them and also keeping the peace in their families and community.
Using your organization, how do you involve in the aspect of the church and religion in peacekeeping solution in Africa, especially in areas that are affected by conflict?
Thank you so much, Alan, for that question. It's a really, it touches on Amani's insights and aspects. Amani really tries to create awareness by hosting sensitization workshops that enable and teach people by creating awareness on the various types of alternative dispute resolutions. So with that, we encourage inner healing, so that way we are able to heal other people around us and our families. So I think we incorporate a lot of faith-based teachings and community dialogue.
Dr. Joy, I understand you are a minister also.
Yes.
Yes. How do you incorporate the two aspects of the law and the religion in peace giving to the society?
Yes. I think we are always told that Africans are notoriously religious, and it is true. We are very strong in our faith in God, and there's so much that we pick from our faith traditions. Issues, for example, forgiveness. We are forgiving people. We are also people who want reconciliation. We want restorative justice. We want to give hope to the communities. So all these spiritual principles, we ingrain them in the work that we do. And therefore, I find it a double advantage for me, actually a triple advantage, that I'm a lawyer, peace practitioner, and also a minister. Because then I'm able to borrow from all these, the skills and the practices and principles from across the board and put them together to enrich the work that we do. But I can tell you, Alan, what speaks to the women most, for example, is faith. Because when you invoke a woman's faith, you've carried their hearts. Because women, you know, they use their heart to empathy, compassion, and they are willing to forgive, to let go, and therefore we use those faith-based approaches. And we've just come from a conference where we've been looking at the women in the Bible, and it's amazing how much strength there is in there, how many values that we've picked from there. So we've come out very inspired and encouraged to do more using faith principles. Yeah.
Talking about faith, over the recent months, we have had these extreme beliefs. For example, Shakahola, and the most affected were women. using the knowledge you have in law and together with the organization you are running, how do you advise that that woman who is in the village so that she cannot be convinced into that cultism?
Thank you. I'd say that it is important to educate women and across all cultures, because that way then it leads to more awareness, so that they can make their own decisions. Yes.
Dr. Joy, we have got leadership and governance, and we found that in Kenya, for example, here, we have got some of the women who are good leaders. For example, for example, Governor Homa Bay, Governor for Machakos, they're all women. Yeah. How do you rate the leadership of women compared to that one of the men?
That's another very good question, Alan. Women bring to the table some feminist, principles and the way they are meant. For example, compassion is one of them. Being pragmatic is another one, and then being sensitive to the needs of the people that they serve. Service is also dear to them, and also giving, generosity, So I would say generally, women leaders bring that to the table, and they go far beyond maybe what men give, and that is why they say if you educate a woman, you've educated the village. And also leadership of women, they tend also to set the pace for positivity, for people supporting each other in the community, for sharing, for being there for one another. But I wouldn't say in a blanket that, all women leaders are the best. Just the same way I can't say all men leaders are the best. But I think also from going by what we have seen, they have something good to bring on the table. Yeah.
And in terms of fighting corruption?
They are said to be less corrupt. I hope so. Yeah, because I think they have the spirit of maybe not trying to amass so much more, but more of service. Like to see reduce poverty, for example, improve livelihoods for their people, beyond more infrastructure and provide more resources to the people. I think any leader, especially a woman leader who has that heart of a woman, of a mother, of a daughter, of an auntie, will bring in that spirit of not wanting to amass more for themselves, but wanting to give more, to share more in the community. That's the spirit with which women should approach leadership, and which we have seen in quite a good number of them, and it's commendable. Yeah.
Do you think going that rule of 1/3 gender rule, has Kenya achieved that rule?
I wouldn't say that we have, but we are making strides towards it. Yes. A lot of equality is being supported by the Constitution. Article 27, Article 232, Article 11. So I feel like we are getting there, in short.
The contribution of let's say, a Kenyan woman in matters of religion, what are they?
We've just come from a conference again, Alan, and that came up. And I usually say, and I even sent it yesterday, the day before yesterday when I made my presentation, that I've preferred to go the route of being the light, like lighting my candle instead of casting darkness. Sure. So one of the big ones we got today, and we came talking about it with my colleagues, is the story of Deborah, for example. Yes. She had her family. She was a family woman, a mother, a wife, an auntie, and yet she was a famous prophetess and judge who came out for her people and did amazing things. So what we learned is that despite patriarchy and the other challenges that are there, we also have examples of women who have made great strides, and they have been able to penetrate society and bring transformation despite the obstacles that they face. So we cannot sit back in desperation, in hopelessness, in complaining, saying we don't have space. We have to give ourselves the space and invoke our own personal agency to know that we have the power in us, and God has given us the power. And that's what we've been saying in the conference, that we shouldn't lay back. We should come to the front, lean in towards the leadership, be on the table, and make the contribution that we need to make. We don't have to be in the political space or corporate space. We can be in civil society space. We can be in the community space. We can be in the religious space. There's just a whole abundance of spaces that we as women can serve from and make a difference in our communities.
Sure. Penzi mtazamaji, tunachukua mapumziko mafupi tu, kisha tarejea na wageni wengine wawili watuelezee mengi tu kuhusu nafasi ya mwanamke katika mchango wake wa kuleta amani katika jamii.
Every child is unique, and so is their journey to health and well-being. At St. Francis Community Hospital, Kasarani, our pediatric department is dedicated to guiding that journey with expert care, compassion, and commitment to excellence. From the very first breath, our specialized neonatal services ensures your baby receives the best possible start. Our state-of-the-art neonatal intensive care unit is equipped to handle even the most delicate case, ensuring the smallest patients get the strongest support. As your child grows, regular health checkups are crucial. Our pediatricians provide comprehensive assessment, development, screening, and immunization, supporting health growth every step of the way. Health is more than just prevention. Our team of specialist pediatricians provide a range of acute and chronic conditions from asthma and diabetes to rare genetic disorders with advanced diagnostic and personalized treatment plans. We also offer comprehensive rehabilitation services, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy to help children reach their full potential, overcoming challenges with strength and resilience. Our hospital is open 24 hours a week. Visit us today for specialist pediatric care.
Karibu mpenzi mtazamaji kwa awamu ya tatu na ya mwisho, na ndani ya nyumba ninao wageni wengine wawili ambao watatujulisha majina yao. Welcome and feel free please to introduce yourself.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. My name is Dr. Lunita Sumba. I'm the CEO of Women Regional Network of Peace Builders. Yes. Aside from that, I'm also a lecturer at Mary University, and I'm also involved in wastewater treatment. Thank you.
Thank you and welcome. And you know.
Asante sana Alan.
Yes.
Kwa majina naitwa Mary Rotich. Yeah. Nikiwa mwenyekiti wa Women Regional Network for Peace Builders, yes. Kenya chapter. No. Kulingana na hiyo pia mimi ni mwalimu kwa trained as a professional teacher, yeah. And also an educationist in management. Kazi yangu is mainly to as a teacher, yes. I taught, yes. And as a teacher manager, I manage education. So I have past experience in educational management issues. Yes. And currently, I'm a mediator, a peace builder, and a conciliator.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, what is the contribution of women in the peace building efforts, especially in conflict-affected area and nations?
Okay. Yes. Thank you very much for that question. But before I answer that, maybe I give a brief about Women Regional Network of Peace Builders.
Sure,
yes.
Go ahead.
So Women Regional Network of Peace Builders is a global movement of women.
Yes, please use this camera.
Okay.
Yes, sorry for that. Yes.
Yes, network of women.
Yes.
And then we have the regional network.
Yes.
And then we have the Kenya chapter. So we belong to the Kenya chapter.
Yes.
And we are a registered organization, registered in 2018. We have members all over the country, but our headquarters is in Kajiado.
Yes.
Ngong.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What do you do with that organization?
Okay. Yes. So as the name says, we are peace builders.
Yes.
So we believe and we hope that all women can have peace, safety. They can experience wholesome peace and safety in their lives. Yes.
Going back to our question, what are the contribution of women in peace building? Okay. Yes.
So as we look at peace buildings, when there is absence of peace, who suffers most?
Women, children.
Is women and children.
Yes.
And then when you look at the peace processes, women are rarely involved in peace processes. Yes. But when there is no peace, then they'll suffer. And then we look at women and we let women explain what really peace means to them. Because kwa sababu, peace means different things to different people.
Yes.
So for instance, our women, and from my angle of water and sanitation, when there is no water, there's no peace in the home. When there's no sanitation, there's no peace in the home. And therefore people get diseases and so forth. So the women role in ensuring that there is peace is very important, because they're the ones who are going to look for the water, they're the ones who are going to care for the sick, they're the ones who are going to do that. So it's important that we involve them in peace processes. And then as an organization, we don't only look at the peace outside.
Yes.
We say that peace starts within. So a woman needs to have their inner peace first before they can even give a peace. So all our programs are centered towards, firstly, a woman having an inner peace.
Yes.
So that's what we do.
And which strategies do you use?
Which?
The strategies you use.
The strategies that we use. Then maybe my chair.
Okay. Please just proceed with it.
Yes.
We use sisterhood program.
Yes.
We consider that as a membership movement, our members cannot give what they don't have. So first and foremost, we take care of them through our programs, where we give them that inner peace, opportunities to create space for themselves, to have an internal look at themselves, and therefore they are able to heal from within to be able to serve. Key program we have our Who's Peace program, which we are asking, defining peace in whose context. Again, like I think as alluded earlier, the conference talking about various perspectives of peace. So we are looking at it from perspective of personal peace, and then that context in which the woman is in will therefore determine how they heal from it. We also have a prison ministry program, which we look at, we take to visit the women in prison, and currently on Friday, we are visiting Kajiado Women Prison to speak to the women and have them heal from within, so that even as they go out after their incarcerated period, they are able to actually assimilate themselves to the community and be able to understand that it is not being the victim, but actually becoming a victor. We also celebrate women who have done great things. And we don't go big. We start from our Jerusalem, that is our Kajiado. Yes. We have women who have done extremely amazing things, and we celebrate them, even during and award them recognitions during the International Women programs of like International Women's Day, Pan-African Women's International Peace Day, and also Pan-African Women's Day. So we have community conversation. Our way of doing things is peace weaving. Women are weavers.
Yes.
And when they sit in circles, like we go to the women in Kajiado, when we sit in circles discussing and sharing their stories, which we also document, they are also doing beading. And in every community, and as naturals, you look at a bird, it weaves a nest for its children, for its young ones. So same concept we are using for our women. When we have them as peace weavers, they are able to come up with their actually we call it personalized solutions, which speak to their peacelessness. They could be different. 3 women could be seated. Each one of them has different issues which make them not to be at peace, and therefore those conversations will help them and empower them. We consider them as catalysts, intuitions they have, they are nurturers, and therefore transformation in the community is really easily achieved when this woman is at peace.
And what is the organization doing in promoting peace and preventing gender-based violence?
Okay, so as I had said, we are members with different professions. For instance, I'm in the water sector. She is an educationist, she is a lawyer, and we have members with different disciplines. So we believe, we advocate for wherever you are and in whichever profession you're doing, bring peace at that level. So we've had a program called Transforming to Transform with our partners, Samani communities. And this is a program, a 6-month program, which is tailored towards empowering or addressing issues that girls have faced with regard to gender-based violence. So we bring them on, and then because of our different experiences and our expertise, we take them through that program, and then basing on their capacities and their abilities, then they can get out and get into the community and get integrated and move on with their lives as healed people. Thank you.
Asante penzi mtazamaji, nawashukuru sana kwa kutafuta muda wenu na kuja kuzungumza na watazamaji wetu. Nasikitika kwamba muda hauniruhusu kabisa, maana kuna kipindi kingine kinakuja, lakini nitapata nafasi nitawalika tena siku nyingine. Penzi mtazamaji, tumefikia tamati mwa taarifa zetu za habari. Nimekuwa wako Alan Andiva, uwe na usiku mwema.
Endelea kutazama Capuchin TV, kitambulisho Katoliki.
The Catholic Church speaks.
The purification of heart makes us live a chaste life, not only as a virtue or a vow, but also a lifestyle. We urge you strongly to shun away from ideologies that promote same-sex relationships, gender confusion, sexual practices contrary to God's design of human sexuality. Some of these deviant lifestyles have painful and very painful consequences in the future. The wounds they create might condition your life and even ruin it. For those who are struggling with some aspects of life, we assure you our fatherly presence. As your bishops, we encourage you to join ecclesiastical groups in the church, which make it easier for us to serve you.
The Catholic Church speaks.
Tusali rozari